Praise the Lord, praise the living Jesus. How are you doing today, brothers and sisters and my wonderful fellow friends? To God be the glory. Thank you so much for tuning in onto For Christ Gospel Messages. Greatly appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your subscribing. And just in case if you've not subscribed, please take a moment right now before I actually go into depth about what we're going to be discussing. Please kindly take a minute and just extend to YouTube. Very important. In case if you're not watching on YouTube, just go on YouTube and just click the subscribe button as well as the bell, which is the notification, so that you could be aware whenever we upload our videos on For Christ Gospel Messages. So thank you so much, most especially for tuning in onto this video. God bless you. So I hope in case if you are going on YouTube to subscribe, you already come back. All right, thank you so much. Today we're actually going to be talking about a message which we also have a short video on. So it's very important to actually bring it here. It's going to be we're going to be talking about this message titled "Trial Moments," and we're taking the life of Job as an example to kind of like reflect. Okay, what is supposed to be our reaction when we are facing trials, when we're going through challenges and difficult moments? What is our expectation? What should be our response, our reaction towards ourselves, most especially towards God, and also towards those around us? And also we're also going to be taking another picture about, okay, peradventure someone else is going through a trial moments. Now, what is our role? How are we supposed to respond to such person? Being careful. So these are the picture we're going to be painting around this trial moment. So stay tuned and God bless you. So welcome back. So trial moment, and trial moment, which includes a moment of difficult time, challenges, and when we're facing through some circumstances that it might even, if we're not careful, we might want to question ourselves, does God love me? Am I a child of God? And some questions are actually very important, but not like that. The reason why I actually paint that out is kind of like a question of, am I doing something wrong? Have I offended God? Lord, I'm sorry if I've offended you. If that question comes into picture, even in a situation whereby you did not offend God, but just curious, like, Lord, what's going on? Have I offended? I'm so sorry. Like, that would be very nice. And we're going to be seeing something like that very soon. So to save our time, let me just go deep into it. So we're looking into the life of Job, and most especially we actually let's take it from the beginning, but our most concentration will be the last chapter, which is chapter 42. But before we go into that, let's actually see the beginning, how the life of Job started. What was reverence, so that we could be assured about what we'll be reading on in chapter 42. So starting from Job chapter 1, the Bible made us to understand this is a man. Okay, let me actually read it for you. Verse 1, there was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was blameless and upright. He was blameless and upright, and one who feared God and shunned evil. Okay, this is a general details, a general summary about this man. Maybe we could say maybe somebody else was actually narrating the story of this man, but we want to take a look about what God has to say about this man, and that is very important. And in life, we need to actually be more concerned about what God has to say about us. Sometimes human might misinterpret who we are in a bad way, and sometimes even in a good way, but let's actually concentrate on the bad way. Most time women might misinterpret who you are, speaking evil of you, misinterpreting your personality. but we shouldn't be moved by that, but rather be focused about what God has to say about us. And when it comes to in a place whereby you're actually faulty, that is actually good, right? For you to kind of like change and make sure, and definitely God won't say something contrary, which means God will not contradict that. God will also let you know, okay, like, I don't like what you're doing, you need to change. So, but most important picture is like, we need to focus on what God has to say about us. If there is need to change, which means we're not pleasing God enough, we need to actually grow and make changes, necessary changes. Now, let's take a look at what God has to say. Verse 6, it says, "Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. And the Lord said to Satan, 'From where do you come?' So Satan answered the Lord and said, 'From going to and fro on the earth, and from walking back and forth on it.'" From walking back and forth from it. He has no job to do but to actually be looking, and that's basically, even as we're reading right now, the devil, Satan, has nothing to do but to be looking around to kind of like find accusation, to look for faults of children of God. And when we talk about Satan, when we talk about the devil, you might not see this image of a demon, of a evil person, and so on. However, it might be painted or reverenced before, but he uses human being as well. So the only thing that you could use to classify and similarize them is when you see the characteristics, when you see the attitude of the devil, the behavior of the devil in human life. Then you can recognize, no, this one is an agent of the devil. This one is a child of the devil. This one is a worker or staff of the devil. The devil also have staffs. Thank you so much so far for watching them for Christ Gospel Messages. Trial moment is very important, and that's why we're going to split it into parts. We're going to be posting the next part very soon, so just look out to our channel and just go tune in onto it so that you could be fully blessed on this trial moment. This is a message that everyone is supposed to be aware of. It is very important. Stay tuned and remember to like, remember to share, remember to subscribe. God bless you. This means, as always, I'm for Christ Gospel Messages. Take care right now. Stay tuned and search out for the next video. God bless.